G'day, I'm Stephen Page from Page Proven Family and Fertility Lawyers, and you're listening and watching to the Australian Family and Fertility Law podcast. And what I'm talking about today is that health ministers met last Friday from around Australia and agreed to a rapid review of IVF regulation. That followed the second embryo bungle by Monash IVF. About 3 months ago, Monash IVF admitted that about 2 or 3 years ago, there had been an embryo bungle in Queensland where an embryo belonging to one couple had been given to another couple by accident, and as a result, the other couple had had a child and didn't know at the time that, oh, wait on, it's this couple's embryo. So that's the first time that's ever happened in Australia. Last week, news came as to the second embryo bungle. The news was reported on Tuesday, which was 2 business days after the bungle happened, Monday being the King's birthday long weekend in Victoria. And the mistake that had happened the previous week was that a lesbian couple had gone to the clinic, woman A and woman B, and each of them had their own embryos, and the birth plan was, the fertility plan I should say, was woman A's embryo was to be implanted into woman B, but instead, for some reason, Monash IVF at Clayton in Victoria implanted woman B's embryo. Well, Monash said that they were going to do an investigation, and I've had a video about this already. But as of Thursday last week, the Chief Executive Officer of Monash IVF fell on his sword, Michael Knapp. He resigned, and an interim CEO was appointed in his place. Various health ministers talked about the need to reform IVF regulation, and on Friday they agreed to that, to a rapid review that's going to take place in 3 months. And there was general consensus, with the exception of Queensland, that there should be one regulator. This comes from a view expressed for some time by the Fertility Society of Australia and New Zealand, of which I'm secretary, that there needs to be a review, that there is, according to a report prepared by former Health Minister Greg Hunt and academic Rachel Swift, 40 odd pieces of legislation governing IVF in Australia. I've counted over 60, but I don't think I'm going to be too nitpicky about it. We have 8 systems of regulation of IVF in a country of 27 million, which is just nuts. And the Society has called for some time that there ought to be one system, one uniform law, and that the current accreditor, which is RTAC, the Reproductive Technology Accreditation Committee of the Fertility Society of Australia and New Zealand, be moved out, that it be independent and it be a statutory body. The Fertility Society, prior to this news by the health ministers, was already moving in that direction. And I've attended meetings in which we are moving to RTAC being independent, so that it is no longer a creature of the fertility industry, but it is an independent being. So let's see what this independent review comes up with. I hope that there is some sanity with this, and I hope that the Fertility Society, on behalf of the IVF industry, is able to have some input, not because we should control the process, but because those who are regulated should have some say in how they are regulated to make sure it actually works. So thank you for watching and listening to this, the Australian Family and Fertility podcast. I'm Stephen Page from Page. I've mangled it, but I'm Stephen Page from Page Proven Family and Fertility Lawyers.